'Twas the week before Christmas on YouTube, and all through the house, Santa was beating up on literally everybody. Today we're going to be looking at some Santa and I guess like some other Christmassy fight scenes. This is my favorite time of year, so I'm super excited about this. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to start off with Fred Claus, which I've never seen before. Is this a good movie? I don't know. I guess we're about to see.
This guy's working without papers, and he's bashing the Salvation Army. Don't make up lies, mate.
Show me your papers, clown.
Ooh, as soon as somebody sounds like that, you don't fight him. You just don't fight him. That man has a voice so low, his testosterones are probably firing on a completely different... Oh, I just realized I've still got the green screen on. Man, what's been going on back there?
Call the cops. You got a cop right there. Right over there. Go grab him.
Oh, very interesting. Okay, so Vince Vaughn's Santa Claus, use the old redirect here. The guy says, that's it, you know what, call the cops. And this isn't exactly something that's favorable to Vince Vaughn, Vince Claus. I'm gonna work on it. Because he's, you know, stealing, he's not just trying to avoid escalating a fight, but this is an option. We don't need to fight, there's cops right there. Huh? Cops? And you're out of there. Like, that's an option. Asking questions, redirecting, and then scooting. Sure, why not? This is like too goofy. This should be way more serious. Okay, so this kind of correlates to fighting. When you run, you use your arms. So by Vince Vaughn running and not using his arms here, think about how you run. Unless you are a weirdo, you run like this, right? Your arms correlate directly with your legs. By taking the arms out of it, you really hamper the movement that happens on your lower half, even though it's your upper half moving. When you fight, the same thing happens. If you are locked in completely, it's going to be very difficult for you to be moving super fast with your lower half because your upper half is completely locked off. Vince Vaughn having his arms like this would make it difficult for you to run as fast as all these dudes. Okay, so we're using a bit of stuff here. Oh, okay, now we have an attacker with a bat. Very interesting. The first thing he goes for is something to hit the bat rather than just going for the bat itself. Probably not the worst idea. Even though it seems to be a plastic bat, you don't want to get hit with this. Boom, big old front kick, beautiful. Huh. Now we're surrounded by 7 Santas here. Santa Claus. Something. Goes for like the old, maybe like a Link B button type of move. Might not be a bad idea. Like, that might not be the worst idea to just be like, whoom, 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 making people really conscientious about the idea of if they come in, they might get smoked by something that's whipping around. So far, Vince Vaughn's doing a lot of good things here, you know, for being a thief. I think. I don't really know what this movie's context is.
One man's gonna walk away from this place, and I promise it's gonna be the lightning quick dude with the big yellow fist in his hand. Dig it?
Okay, gets one. He gets a great attack here with the slow kids at play sign, but he just spends too much time on it. He really admires his work, and he gets bombarded from another section of Santas. And you know, this is what Santas do. Santas are known for this kind of attack, so you really have to be minding your P's and Q's. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is Jingle All the Way, my absolute favorite Christmas movie of all time.
You know what you guys are? Nothing but a bunch of sleazy con men.
Sleazy con men. I agree, Arnold.
Did you call us? You have me right. Con men.
You had me right. Con men.
The North Pole, them are fighting words, partner. Put them up. Not about to hit us, Santa Claus.
Goes for the de-escalation. Way too many Santas around, right? You're in the middle of their headquarters. What a great stunt that was. What the heck? He just goes full plank. That's pretty great.
Get him!
Okay, so he fell for it, obviously, right? You can't fall for that kind of behavior in their own territory. Nunchucks, a lot of their stopping power is going to be on the human themselves. Having a big object and then like whipping it around, it's probably not a bad idea. Arnold, 2 points. Does that look familiar to you? Okay, so now we've got the Big Show, famous WWE wrestler and apparently Big Santa guy.
I'm gonna deck your halls, bub.
Don't go up uppercut on somebody like that. You could go like with maybe an upside down jab and be like this, but you're not gonna go uppercut. That's not gonna work. Your best bet is probably gonna be like slink down on the other side, boom, and throw an overhand over top. Really elongate yourself, not get yourself really small and punch up like this. You're gonna hit too much stuff in the way before you get to a head, unless the person is bending over like this. Then you can get a clear shot to the jaw. See, that was the right angle for the uppercut. In a video I recently did about self-defense simulations, my fiance was getting kidnapped, and in that, a lot of people were like, what, you should just be throwing punches at the guy who's grabbing your fiance. But the thing is, when people are moving around this much, maybe you are throwing a punch at Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Arnold Schwarzenegger could move, and you could end up hitting the person who's getting kidnapped. You do want to stop the person who's kidnapping. It was a simulation. You also have to be cognizant of movement and how crazy things get, because you could accidentally launch the wrong person. Overhand. There we go. We're back to it. All right, Arnold Schwartz in Christmas is not being confronted by a taser. Oh, taser off the butt. Goes to take him down. Again, I told you, Santas do this. I don't know what it is about Santas. You often find them in hordes and attacking in a dogpile fashion. I'm not sure what this is about. Great fight scene.
Santa, who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
How can you live with yourself? Just cool it, Zippy.
You sit on a throne of lies. You sit on a throne of lies.
I'm a fake?
Yes.
How'd you like to be dead?
Okay, so now we have our first threat. How'd you like to be dead? That's big.
Right?
You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Okay, so I think technically that makes this assault. I don't know, get like legal on this or something. But I'm pretty sure taking something off of someone's person is technically assault.
Any intentional act that causes another person to fear that he or she is about to suffer physical harm would be considered assault.
He's an imposter. Now you're talking about libel. Okay, so beef and Clausmas, Santa beef, Santa cheese. I don't know. God, this is not easy. You try this yourself. Give me a better one. Something that has to do with beef and cheese and Santa Claus. Anyway, Santa goes for, looks like kind of like a body lock, just kind of a tackle takedown. Lots of stuff going on behind him, so we know he was going to be able to get the trip. He's going to be able to lock up his feet while he runs through him. He loses any connection here, so obviously the whistleblower is going to start to get away. A little bit of parkour action to get away. But again, takes his eyes off of Santa. Nice roll there. Continues the momentum, gets the roll, ends up on top. Let's see if he can keep it. No, he gives up his back a little too early. Oh, see, now we've got a weapon. Good job of keeping something in between you and the bad guy with the weapon. At that point, we've got to start training, okay, keeping eyes open and being able to see everything. As soon as you start flinching, you're going to lose whoever's attacking you, and this will be for the second time. This is going to be a bad time to do it. This is already a shiny object that's going to be hard to track in the first place. Interesting. Goes for one hand on the weapon. The rest of the body and the person attacks the Santa Claus himself, the imposter too. Not the worst idea. You know, you can't just fight the weapon. You know, Icy Mike says this all the time. It's not just a cylindrical weapon. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a dude holding a cylindrical weapon. So you've got to fight the dude while fighting the weapon. So he does that. At this point, Buddy should be helping him. Not very useful here. Let's check this out.
So I suggest you wipe that stupid smile off your face before I come over there and smack it off.
Buddy the Elf tends to get himself into some precarious situations with his mouth. His mouth writes checks his body can't cash.
Call me elf one more time.
He's an angry elf.
He knows. He heard the verbal warning. There's no reason. Like, he should be ready for this fight. At this point, a dude is running at you, starts to take up a bit of a stance, right? Look at you. Not that stance, buddy. Not that stance, buddy. I could see this as like a way to catch him off guard. Go hands out. You look to get like a body lock, and as he comes, you take that right foot and you step back, boom, and you launch him, right? But something tells me Buddy's not going to do that. Never mind. See, that would have failed. I forgot that he drop kicks him, so that would have been a bad idea. Most people don't go for drop kicks. They go for like a tackle or like a punch. So now that I think about it, maybe this right here is not the best defense. Just moving forwards, keep in mind, don't do this. Scoops the back of the legs, pulls him to take him down.
Ready for that?
Oh, then goes for goes for almost like a wrist lock, it looks like. Now he's got him in a rear naked choke. If he really wants to sink this in, he's gonna have to pull the hand up a bit higher, get that elbow underneath the chin, take this other hand, wrap it around, put it inside the bicep, and put the hand behind the head. But I don't know if he wants to do that. He might just want to. This. I'm getting so into this.
Call me Elf. You're an elf.
And that appears to be the end of that. Buddy's catching L's all over the place here. Okay, and this one is from A Christmas Story. Probably my second favorite Christmas movie. That's a clean shot. A snowball's ice. Technically, it's a treat itself. You don't have to call it a sandwich. When you say a blank sandwich, it insinuates that the thing wasn't already a food. A snowball's just ice. Like, you could buy a snow cone, which is just a snowball with a cone. You don't really need to call it a snowball sandwich, I think. I think you could just say, how'd you enjoy your snowball?
Listen, jerk.
As soon as somebody starts pointing at you, that is aggression to its core. We've talked about it before. The point, that's how you know somebody's upset. Is when they start pointing at you like this, you better be minding your P's and Q's.
What, are you gonna cry?
He's already crying.
Come on, cry, baby, cry for me, come on.
Kind of the same thing that we saw with the Jingle All the Way. The dude was like, and he was like getting him to punch him. He's like, come on, beat me up. Not too different from fighting with your hands down and putting your head forwards. Asking somebody to throw a punch so you can go pull, bang, and you can throw your cross of your own. Getting somebody's feelings all wound up so they're overthrowing punches, and one, getting them to fight you in the first place, which is what this redhead wants to happen. But two, getting somebody really agitated and they'll overextend and they'll fight with passion rather than with smarts.
Red hot little flame began to
Gosh, watching this movie growing up, there was nothing that I wanted more than to punch this kid right in the braces. Okay, gets the tackle, gets into half guard here, start throwing punches.
my skull.
Kind of like hammer fist punch half breeds here. When you're punching from the top, you gotta let punches find a spot. They might not be the prettiest, but like you'll see it in MMA, dudes are like throwing punches like this, then like this, then like this, and they'll throw a hammer fist in between. It's just trying to fill the gap. Hands are coming like this, and they're gonna kind of be moving around all the time to block you. So, you know, it makes sense that he's throwing punches like this. He's just trying to find a spot. It looks like he's still in half guard here, so this leg is on the outside. His left leg, if you're looking at the kid on the ground here, is gonna have his leg in between this kid's legs. This kid is not that big. He should be able to push his hips off, shrimp out, and get on the outside, get on his left hip, but it's just not happening. Ground and pound changes jiu-jitsu, so it makes sense. Great shot here, though. Boom. I mean, just flattens him. Boom. Hard to generate power from your hips like this, right? And then obviously the change in demeanor throws the bully off. He's like, oh, I don't want any part of that. So maybe acting crazy is just helping a little bit here, right?
Did you hear what he said?
He said to subscribe. Thanks, guys. This is a new channel, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or if you thought this was my main channel. It's not. It's a second channel, my reaction channel. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a happy holiday, whatever it is that you're celebrating. I will see you guys next year. Thanks for watching. Peace. Look, the cops.